Good Lord.
Motion and second, any discussion? Kathy?
Any public discussion?
Well, we didn't hear.
We want
What?
to appoint Chief Ian Kozik as the chief of police.
Yes.
Please do what your resident would like.
Bob?
Does chief have a say?
No, chief doesn't have a say, but I do. If you want to talk about people who are against the police department, then bring them in here. Because I haven't really heard anybody say that they're against it. I don't like this thing of people calling and then there's a meeting and they don't have the guts, and I don't any other way to put it, to come in and voice their opinion about how they feel. Now, can we please vote and get on with the rest of the meeting?
Kathy?
Call for vote. Kathy?
Yes.
Ed?
Yeah.
Rich?
No.
Dick?
No.
Oh.
Tammy?
There's the
Wait,
puppet
wait, wait.
show.
I have a question for the board. Are you currently retaining me as chief of police?
We haven't replaced you yet.
Well, you just signed a
That's not the question.
contract.
They haven't replaced you.
We on all.
Are they currently retaining me as chief of police? It's a simple question.
They haven't replaced you, so then you, and
No, sir, it's a retention
He asked a
meeting.
question
Are
of
you
the board
retaining me?
anyway.
That's
You just
my
told me
question.
you're not running the meeting.
Sorry, it's just a simple question, and it affects my authority. Is the board retaining me right now as the chief of police?
Take a vote.
Simple question.
Take a vote.
He's not.
you're the chief of police until they hire someone else as chief of
That's
police.
not my question.
John, you may not like the answer I gave, but that is the legal answer.
It's not an answer.
Okay, well, then that's the answer you got.
No, the board has to tell me. what
John,
I'm
you were a police officer in the city of Washington for umpteen years.
Yes, sir.
Every time there was a change in city administration, the mayor of the city of Washington,
Just guys,
Mayor
one
of
second.
the
I'm not arguing with these guys. I just need something for clarification. I'm responding.
the mayor of the city has the option to appoint the chief of police. And you know that there were changes made at times, other times there weren't. This is no different.
But we both know there's a difference between the second-class township code and the third.
And the second-class township code says that you serve at the will of the board of supervisors until such time as they make a motion to hire someone else as the chief of police. You're the guy.
So every year, at the reorganization meeting, because if you're correct, I serve at the will of the supervisor.
Correct.
They have to retain me.
They don't have to retain you, no, they do
So
not.
they are not retaining me?
No, you are retained right now until such time.
They haven't spoken to that, sir.
No.
John, you're,
I agree with you, and that was a point I was
But I was
making with
with
Sharon.
Sharon.
Yeah,
John, the township code doesn't say that you have to appoint the chief of police at the reorganization
I'm
meeting.
not asking if they're gonna replace me. I am honestly not.
No, but you're,
I am asking if they are going to keep me.
I don't think they can answer that question. They
I
told,
think that's the purpose
when the
of the
motion
meeting.
was made, John, they told you.
That's the purpose of the.
John, can I finish?
what does reorganization mean?
At such time, reorganization means they are going a different direction. The board has voted tonight
There.
to go a different direction.
There,
Potentially.
Who's they?
Potentially, okay? The board of supervisors, of which you are a member. This
no,
board-
really?
This board voted to go a different direction. They did not vote to replace Chief Ian Kozik tonight. That vote never took place. That motion was
Nor
never
should
made.
it in a reorganizational meeting. That's his point.
Where else, no, where else would it go?
Any other meeting,
Any-
that was Kathy Prescott's.
Any other municipality that I've ever worked in, including
I really
cities
don't
of the
give
third
a hoot
class,
where you
I
work.
realize that. You appoint these people at the reorganization meeting. If you choose to go a different direction and you want an applicant pool, you have to ask for it. And that's what they did. So they want to see an applicant pool, of which they invited you to apply.
But you haven't
So
appointed
until
him.
such time, yes, he was appointed last year at the reorganization meeting. I assume you guys did that at your reorganization meeting. You continue to
No, we were all
serve it. You continue
hicks
to
and roots
serve.
before you got here.
No, sir, I didn't say that.
So, sir,
So
I
you-
understand.
John, you continue to serve as the chief of police. I assure you that's
That I
the case.
continue to serve as the chief of police at this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the chief until such time as they take a vote to replace you with Joe Smith or whoever.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
That's what I call it.
That's just additional cost on the
Mr. Tatoris, I have a question about what you just said.
Don't have to
If,
advertise.
does that apply to every
You got
position?
direct your question to him.
Okay, well, I was asking a legal question. Rick, I have a question in reference to what Mr. Tatoris said. A legal question. Does that apply to all the positions or just the chief of police?
I guess, yeah, it would apply to all positions,
Okay,
just like
so-
it applied to the township secretary
Okay.
when she walked out today.
So that being said, you retain the current until the pool of applicants is screened and you make a choice to hire somebody else, then essentially, you're not our solicitor. Mr. Hoffrichter is still our solicitor until they advertise
No, there's no
and interview.
requirement, there's no requirement that you have to advertise.
Oh, that's what I was just asking. I thought that's what you just said, a pool of applicants to.
No, you don't have to, but that's what they chose to do tonight.
Okay, I thought that's what I was asking for clarification.
So Eddie, what did you
Yep,
just,
they chose to do that tonight?
They didn't choose.
Yeah, that's what you voted on that
That's-
tonight, didn't you?
That's your testimony, was just decided tonight?
Did you not have that meeting tonight? Tonight, right now? That's the motion was voted on tonight. Did you have some other
You
meeting?
didn't meet with them beforehand?
No, not about that issue, no, I didn't.
oh, no.
Oh, no,
You know, you were in court, Mr. Shingle. I represented the three of them just a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yep, you're on.
So yes, I did meet with them.
Eddie,
I
didn't
don't have
you just
anything to
say,
hide.
what did you just say, that they voted no and you voted yes about having him stay?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Just making a point.
I would request the board president to take an individual vote, yes or no, not on a motion, but do you want to retain the chief of police, yes or no?
They said no.
And get them all,
They said no.
They've already taken that vote.
Two yes, three no.
Yeah, they said no.
Fire marshal. In motion to reappoint Eric Graham as fire marshal.
Oh, no. No, I make a motion, we advertise for applicants, get a pool applicant.
it's not an employee.
You need a second.
Call for the vote, Kelly.
You have to have discussion.
Actually, you don't, because it's on, unless the
I
board
would
wants to-
suggest that you ask for board discussion.
Actually, I didn't know who seconded it.
I did.
Discussion?
And who got the letter?
Call for the vote.
Kathy,
Yes.
Ed,
Yeah.
Rick,
Yes.
Dick,
Yes.
Tammy.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, no,
Wow.
See, there's no against him.
Where'd they do?
Right out, yeah.
I don't know.
What was it for?
What was that for?
Fire marshal.
The fire marshal.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm glad I agree you all together.
Way to go, Eric.
No, he's right there.
Motion to code enforcement officer.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a motion to appoint Mark Gordon, Township Code Enforcement Officer, at an hourly rate of $17, 5 hours a week.
I can't believe it.
Well, believe it.
Apparently.
I'm sorry, Dick, how many hours a week?
5 hours.
He was here one other time and didn't do a damn thing.
That doesn't surprise you.
Apparently, you just can't see that.
I'll second the motion.
Yeah, it's awful.
Discussion?
Yeah, Mr. Gordon, when he was here previously, did not do his own secretarial work. How much time are you planning on adding to the secretary's job for that?
Did, Mr. Gordon actually say he wouldn't do it?
Yes.
Because if you remember, when he was here last time,
We
he
had a
stayed,
conversation
he
about
stayed a
it.
month and left.
He said he was too
she was too spread out, he's spread too thin, and he had to give this township up.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you want to put him on here? You can't keep a good police chief, but you want to hire some deadbeat to be a zoning man, huh? Shows the way yins are.
That's your opinion.
It is my opinion, I'm a voter, so I guess it stands, don't
We
it?
let you speak.
I did,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Now,
Call the vote.
Oh,
Kathy?
no. Ed,
No.
Rick,
Yes.
Dick,
yes.
Tammy.
Yes.
I'm the roadmaster, don't get rid of him.
Building code official, currently municipal consultant.
They just denied.
I'm going to make a motion to retain municipal consulting as the township building code official at the current contract rate.
Yeah.
I'll second. Any discussion? Call for the vote.
What is this on? We can't hear again.
No,
They're following, you guys are following.
they don't want you to hear.
Shut up, you can hear.
They're following the agenda, everybody, just so
They
you
don't
know.
want you to hear it. Yeah.
Kathy,
This is for municipal consulting.
Oh,
Oh.
No.
Ed,
Sure.
Rick,
Yes.
Dick,
Yes.
Tammy.
Yes.
Township engineer, currently Whitmer Engineering.
I'll make a motion to retain Widmer Engineering as the township engineer at the current rate, at the current contract rate.
I'll second their motion.
Any discussion? Call for the vote.
Kathy,
Yes.
Ed,
Yep.
Rick,
Yes.
Dick,
Yes.
Tammy.
Yes.
Roadmaster, currently Steve Schultz. Motion to discontinue the use of township roadmaster.
What? Why?
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Rick,
Why?
what did you just say? I'm sorry, I was talking and missed it.
We're going to discontinue the use of township roadmaster, Steve Schultz.
How does that affect the MOU?
They might as well have a meeting of their own.
I'm telling you.
They
Why?
should have a meeting of their own and not have the residents there.
No.
What's that have to do with the MOU?
Because the MOU lists certain
That would defeat their purpose.
things that are the job of the roadmaster.
Well, it's not gonna be him.
But then no one is,
Are we gonna?
then it becomes no one's job, that's what my question is. Things that need to be done, how are they, I just asked, how are you gonna handle that, the MOU?
Can't you make it to the supervisor? That's what it was.
But that was before the MOU.
But the
Is that
MOU,
why?
yes, but the MOU specifically states the roadmaster.
You want to comment on that?
The MOU does not affect Steve Schultz.
He's not
He's not a union member.
No, but it outlines certain things that are his job.
Yeah.
Go to another roadmaster.
He's eliminated.
He just eliminated the
the
position.
roadmaster.
You're doing away with him.
Are you doing away with the roadmaster completely?
Yes.
No.
Well, then go back to a supervisor.
I don't think really won't get
Any other discussion?
Dave?
Everyone's well aware that the only reason why Steve Schultz was here was to be a babysitter. Now, let's cut through the chase here. The road department's well and capable of doing their job.
Oh,
Whenever I
bullshit.
was supervisor for 12 years, we never had no issues. So, let's cut through the chase.
Cut through the
didn't
chase.
have a
Steve
township
Schultz does
manager
his
either.
job.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Call for the vote.
Kathy,
No.
Ed,
No.
watch
Rick.
it, watch
Yes.
it. Dick,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
motion carries. Huh? What?
No.
I'm not under shit.
Water and sewage department,
$500 a month. we
currently
can't
John
afford that.
Force.
I make a motion to retain John Forrest as the township licensed water sewage operator at his current contract rate.
Don't we need to advertise?
I'll second.
I'll second the motion.
Township manager can walk the road tomorrow.
I'm sorry, which one is it?
You're gonna get rid of
Any discussion?
and he stole from us before.
Any vote?
Yeah. Stole fuel and had to run.
Kathy?
Yes.
Ed?
Hello.
Rick?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Tammy?
Yes.
Set employee wages for water and sewage department.
I'll make a motion that we retain township employees Carl Shaner, Rich Lowe, and Kathleen Leach at their current rate of pay, together with a cost of living increase of 3%.
I'll second.
I would add same status. They're all full-time.
Sorry.
They're not all full-time, I would add on to their same status.
Okay, I will add that. You okay with that?
I guess so.
Vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Ed?
Yep.
Rick?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Tammy?
Yes.
Earned income tax collector and service tax collector, currently Keystone, for EIT and the LST.
Do we have to motion for that?
You really don't, no, it's just it's stated.
That's the only ones you can get.
Okay, so we can just, can we
You
do
have
that?
to use it,
Keystone,
yeah, you can skip
they
that.
got a monopoly.
Passing on that one?
Yeah,
Auditor.
we gotta-
Auditor, currently elected auditor.
Routine like that shall.
we gotta- She wrote a letter.
Any city.
Linda Gary,
King's Mayor.
I am writing to request your consideration to fill the position of Donegal Township Elector Auditor for the year 2020. I have lived in the township for 16 years and would like to be considered for this position.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your last name. Linda?
Gary, G-E-R-I-C.
Do we read Mrs. Prescott's too, or is that something different?
Yeah, we have one.
We
from
took it
Mrs.
last week,
Prescott. We read it.
on the 30th.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't have one up there.
We had one, she gave it to us on the 30th.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we appoint Catherine Prescott as elected auditor.
Since the goodwill's flowing. Okay, I'll second it.
Any discussion? How you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Ed?
Yeah.
Rick?
No.
Dick?
No.
Tammy?
No.
Isn't that wonderful? Huh?
Leave strange.
So everything.
Yeah, I did.
You guys said no?
I'm out of here.
I don't blame you.
I want to make a motion to appoint Linda Garrick, township resident, for township auditor.
I'll second.
See, you can't understand what he's saying.
Any discussion?
Still got shit in his mouth.
How you
How long's
vote?
her term gonna be?
Still next election.
Next election?
I think we should all discuss
Who is he?
Is she here?
Yeah.
I think so. She brought her letter up.
Next turn to 5.
Where?
Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Kathy?
No.
Ed?
Yeah, sure.
Rick?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Tammy?
Yes.
Motion to request that the Township Board of Auditors set the salary for working supervisors.
I'll make that motion.
Yeah.
I'll second it. Any discussion? discussion? Call for the vote.
Kathy,
Yes.
Ed,
Yeah.
Rick,
Yes.
Dick,
Yes.
and Tammy.
I just gave him my heart. That's all.
Road work or office work, motion to adopt the 2020 IRS standards for mileage reimbursement at a rate of 57.5 cents.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
How you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Who's this for?
Ed,
Road department or road work or
Road
You
work,
just did away with this road boss, so.
no, the road work and.
road work
office
and or
of a
office work?
supervisor.
It's
It's for it says road work and/or office work.
Yeah,
If you're driving somewhere or for office work.
road inspections,
It's for the supervisors.
supervisors or officers.
Yeah, so you guys can get reimbursed.
It's mileage, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's reimbursed.
We did the mileage. and then-
No, we already did the mileage.
no, we did the mileage.
No, that's what we're on. We're on the
We're
mileage.
on mileage
We're
now.
on mileage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the mileage now.
Where is that? What am I doing here? Why can't I read?
Vote.
Okay, Kathy, you said yes?
Yes.
Ed,
No.
Rick,
Yes.
Dick,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Trying to keep that record going.
UCC Appeals Board, currently James Barr, Wayne Moss, and Michael Curtis.
I make a motion to appoint John Pavella to the UCC Appeals Board to fill the vacancy following the death of Wayne Moss.
what was his last name?
Jack Pavella,
John Pavella.
John Pavella.
Pavella.
Is he here?
No.
Did any of these people submit letters of interest or interviews or?
Talk to
The last time they were spoken to, I believe, was 2 years ago.
I called him, just asked him if he would do it. I told him it was no pay involved.
MOSS.
He thought about it, got back with me, said he would.
Who is he?
These young men lives
Private
across the
contractor.
street from the township maintenance facility. First house on the right when you go toward Claysville,
He's a private contractor.
private contractor.
UCC board's only met once in 12 years.
That's right.
That's the road work, that's where the road work's going.
It's a non-paid position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looky here.
I did.
You seconded?
No, you made the motion, I didn't hear who seconded it.
I'll second it.
And you're retaining the other two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we see this one coming or what?
Okay, Kathy,
Yes.
Ed,
Yeah.
Rick,
Yes.
Dick,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Vacancy Board Chairman, currently J.D. Martin.
You wanna do it again, JD?
Say yes.
At the pleasure of the board?
I'll
I'll
second
make a
it.
motion.
I'll second.
I'm assuming Ed made the motion?
Yes.
Don't you have a letter of interest from somebody else too?
Yeah. Got the, should be here.
Yeah.
Well, you have a motion on the floor, so you gotta vote
Yeah.
on that first, and if you wanna consider somebody else,
Okay, I'll get that.
before you consider somebody else.
Tell you right now.
Let me see the letter.
Call for a vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Ed,
Yep.
Rick,
No.
Dick,
No.
Tammy,
No.
You're in good company, JD.
Thanks, President.
I want to make a motion to appoint Amy Craig,
You had another
vacancy board chairman.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I just need to.
I'll second the motion.
I haven't heard who I said, they were all talking while I'm talking, so.
The guy in the back that's on the road department, that'd be his wife.
Dick, you made the
He lives
motion?
I did.
Tammy, you seconded?
Yes.
Ready?
Off the vote?
Kathy?
No.
Ed?
No,
Rick?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Tammy?
Yes.
Emergency Management Director, currently Zach Prescott. This person will remain until resignation. This position is technically appointed by the governor following a recommendation from the Board of Supervisors.
I think you should advertise for that, Rick. In the spirit of fairness to all the other people that might want that job.
Do we even have to vote on
You
this?
don't, no. That's what I said, because it's a, he's right though, about the governor appointing it.
I understand that, I was appointed, but it has to start here. So you could advertise for interest.
I'll make a motion to retain Zach.
I'll second it.
Didn't know we even had animal control.
discussion? Are we having discussion? Do you want to do it?
Still up in the air.
We need you.
I don't see, I can't blame you on that one.
To be determined, you can vote however you want.
Kathy?
Kathy?
Yes.
Ed?
Yeah.
Rick?
Yeah.
Dick?
Yes.
Tammy?
Yes.
All right.
Condolences, Zach.
I don't know. I told JD he was in good company. I don't know. You're in limbo, buddy.
I was hoping you'd vote no, Ed.
We can always resign.
Animal Control Officer, currently John Sheldon.
Did you read that?
Yeah, one, you resign.
You don't need to.
He's not, is he like a county guy?
Yeah, state.
Oh, state.
State. Right to Know Officer,
No,
currently
wait.
shared.
You don't need to vote on the animal control.
No.
Not unless you want to make a change.
How many you resign?
That way you can't grab or sign grapes.
Right to Know Officer, currently Sharon Black.
Sign grapes.
Motion to appoint Vice Chairman Tammy Imes as Open Records Officer for the township pending the selection of a township secretary. Treasurer.
I'll second.
Huh?
It's like he's reading it off the list.
Is that a motion, Rick?
Yeah, I made the motion.
I second it.
Rick, you need to repeat some of that. Tammy has right to know till when?
As Open Records Officer for the township pending the selection of a township secretary treasurer.
So, in the way of discussion then, earlier in the meeting when you said, well, Sharon still has her job, she didn't,
Right.
Right.
right?
No, she quit.
Pending the
No, it
selection
was
of a
already
town,
done deal.
right?
No, she said she quit when she was sitting up there.
She has had the right to apply for it.
Well, you don't apply for the right to know officer
Yeah.
position, you're appointed.
You don't, are we gonna advertise for right to know officer?
No?
No. That's right, we're not.
Well, you wouldn't want a temporary staff person to do that either. You'd want somebody familiar with the township.
I completely agree.
Do you want it, Ed?
No, I don't want it, but
Okay.
the question is about sincerity and truthfulness. Earlier in the meeting, when you were claiming that Sharon still had her job, or even you said she still has her job.
I don't know, she walked out, I mean,
Had she not walked out, what would have happened at this point?
It doesn't matter, she didn't say I quit. She didn't say I
They voted
quit.
against her, 3 no's.
That's right, she had 3
3
no's.
no's.
You know what?
They voted against her.
Kathy?
But when you're saying that you're you have that on the agenda to
To replace her.
replace her,
Separate
then,
issue from the
No, it isn't.
From the secretary.
yeah, it's the right to know officer.
Well, that's,
You tell me, is the right to know officer only ever just the right to know officer?
it could be,
Yeah.
it could be.
Except that your motion says that
Yeah,
pending new secretary.
pending a new one.
Right, because you opened the position about an hour ago.
Okay.
And and your current secretary walked out the door.
Yeah, but those three should
voted out.
No, she wasn't
What do you
voted
want
out.
her to do?
She wasn't voted out, just like Chief Ann Kozik
She was
wasn't voted out.
voted out.
Kathy.
Well, the attorney knew that, but he didn't quit, he just walked out the door.
Voted on the same thing.
Well, sure, I won't do that.
When you slap her in the face,
You voted
Yeah,
out.
right.
No.
Clear.
you slap her in the face, but you walk out.
Better believe
You served the voice papers.
Right to know officer.
Yeah, I know, but what,
Can't be honest.
no.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There
we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
Tammy.
Who else?
Yes.
That's a pot calling the kettle
Yeah,
black
she has to
right
recuse
there.
herself, doesn't she?
No,
She can't vote on her own position.
sure she can. It's not, it doesn't involve money. It's not a conflict of
It
interest.
was announced that there's none over there.
Vice Chairman,
I'm not against her.
I have
Tonight.
Why don't you open up the seat?
Tonight.
Out here?
How will we go about, I don't know if the board wants to discuss this, if the secretary was in the office at normal working hours, and I know that Mrs. Imes is not going to be here every waking hour, do we have to make appointments for right to know? Or how will we go about getting our right to knows? Or who's going to look at them in the office?
Her answer is we don't know.
Yeah, that's just my question, I mean,
know.
we're gonna let them pile up until,
But there needs to be somebody in this office.
7 to 10 business days.
You have 5 days to respond to
Yeah.
the record request, so Mrs. Imes is gonna have to make
I
herself
did not,
available.
yeah, but I did not ask how long she had to respond. I asked how exactly we go about talking with Mrs. Imes to get, to receive our right to know. That's what I asked.
Like, when's the office
The
gonna be?
secretary
Yeah.
contact her.
We don't have, I thought you just said we don't
Or
have a secretary.
the temporary secretary will contact her.
Okay, that's fine, thank you. Just curious.
JD?
Rick, question, as far as